What's going on, traders? Today I'm going to do a recap on ttoo. I'm going to have some pretty good lessons on this one. I closed the day green. It was a small green, but green's green. Um, but before I get into the trade, I want to show you. I'm going to do something a little different. I'll show you what it is. So, as you can see, these are some of the traders in Pro Stock Chat. Um, Dasa 420. I think that's what your name is. I'm not really quite sure. I could be saying it way wrong. But yeah, he's been killing it. You can see on Wednesday he made almost 300, and then yesterday he made almost 347. So big shout out to you, man. You're killing it. Keep up the good work. This is Batman. He made 58 bucks today. I still think he's in this position. So we'll have to see how that one goes out. And then Mikey, give a big shout out to him. This was Tesla options, and he made 90 bucks yesterday. So you know, there's some really good traders in there, and you don't always have to ask me questions. You can ask the group, and I'm sure somebody will answer your question. Um, so yeah, I just want to give a big shout out to all these guys for crushing it. You know, it's awesome to see. So hopefully they keep it up, and we'll have some great trades for next week to do some posting. So yeah, keep up the good work, and let's get into my trade from today. So I traded the stock ttoo, and my first trade, I thought it was pretty good, but I should have cut the loss quicker. But I only took 250 shares because the stock, um, it's not really a multi-day runner. I mean, you get a little bit back here, a little bit back here, but the stock's been moving up. So um, there's a couple gaps that filled. So I guess on this stock, what I was looking at is I thought this would be its first red day, and the reason why I think that is because overnight it gapped down, and then it couldn't break the pre-market high. So my first short I actually did pretty good on. Um, right out of the open, it sold off. It retested, so it sold off to 272. And then it retested to 293, and then it came back down to this 272 level, got back up, got bought back up, and then right up here, got too high as 295, and when it pulled back, I got short at 289, and pretty much had a triple top up here. So when it pulled back down, I could have took my profit right there. Um, it'll have been 9 cents, not a huge winner, but I didn't because what I was expecting to happen is the stock to keep going down, but it didn't. So when it came back up here and is retesting up to this 290 level, it broke through this 290 level, and that's where I should have cut the trade. But I still thought that the stock was going to close weak, and it did. But like I say, I only had 250 shares because this isn't a stock where it's known for closing weak. But the gap down this morning and this pattern right here, I didn't think was too strong. So I pushed above this 290 and got to a high of 311. So when it pulled back and it's holding above the previous day close, that's kind of bullish. So I covered my position right here at 308 and got out of the trade. Only lost like $40. This wasn't um, a typical stock I'm gonna size into because it's still not showing the first red day. But when I covered this, now my mind switched. So in the back of my mind, I'm telling myself, if this thing breaks under the previous day close and it's showing higher lows, I got to high of 308, pulled back. So right here, when it broke down the previous day close, that to me showed signs of weakness. So I got short at $2.99. It popped up to 306, which is still making a higher low. So I held to my position. Now on this trade, I averaged my size up. I took 500 shares because this is my second trade. And my first trade wasn't the best, so my second trade, I wanted it to be even better than my first trade, in which it was. So I got shorted 299, popped up 306, and then got crushed the rest of the day. So I was definitely right with the stock getting crushed. I wouldn't say crushed, but closing weak and having its first red day. This trade is a lot better, and then I covered down here at 282. So I just show my P&L, and then get back to the trade. So you can see I won $29 today. Small green day, but I guess this was a good short. I waited to see when this flushed through there, and then I knew this was a sign of weakness. And then we made a higher low again. So that was my indicator to short this stock. But when I covered here, I had to wait to see that. So on this, it wasn't a bad short, I don't think, because I shorted at the resistance where I should have been shorting. I could have took profits here. And then when it broke this right here with volume, that should have been my indicator, just cut the loss and then wait for this trade right here. Because if that would have been the case, I'd be up over 100 on the trade instead of 30. So this wasn't, I don't think it was a bad trade. I think where I shorted right here was a perfect short. I can't argue with that. The thing I did wrong is right here. When this broke this 290s down here, and you can see the volume coming in, that's an indicator it's bullish. And then this trade, this trade right here, I was right 100%, spot on. So to get back to, I guess the takeaway from this is, I like the shorts. I like where I shorted the first time. I should have just cut the loss when it broke through there with volume. And then the second trade, I crushed that. I crushed that one. That one was a really good trade. So I don't think I really did too bad on this. Like I say, the first trade I sized in pretty small because it wasn't showing me it was the first red day. And then the second trade, I waited to see it break through that previous day close. And when it did that, that was my indicator to short that stock. So I thought I thought today was a pretty good day, even though it was a small green day. It's only $30, but not too much out of change. The only thing I would have changed, like I said, was that short. But I just want to give a big shout out to all the traders in the room at Pro Stock Chat. You guys are crushing it. If you guys do want to join the chat room, I'll leave the link in the description below. Come check us out. We have some really great traders in there. I can't really say much more about them. They crush it. There's traders in there that don't need our advice. So if you're new to the room, Ask questions. You don't always have to look at the administrators, just or the moderators. I mean, um, there's some really good traders in there. So if you're struggling, just ask that question or hit me up. I'll definitely answer your question. I'm there in the mornings and the late evenings. So you know we we want to grow this, and yeah. Until next time, traders, you know what to do. Smash that subscribe button. Smash that like button. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you traded today. You know, there's a lot of momentum going into this market again. If you're a short seller or if you like to go long, you can win on both sides of these trades. That's what's phenomenal about it. So, I guess until next time, peace.